What is going on, guys? Brad here for Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Bengals versus Commanders NFL preseason game going down on Monday, August 18th, 2025. Here at Pick Dawgz, we drop the most free pick videos out of anyone, man, so click that subscribe button, drop a like. It helps us out a lot. If you guys are looking for the picks like the best, the picks like the most, including my $25 play of the day, which is my best pick every single day, head over to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium pick section, or just click the link in the description in this video. You will find all my plays there. We got some Monday Night Football. Can't believe I'm saying it, but we got some Monday Night Football. I know it's just preseason, but I'm pretty excited. And I actually think this is going to be a fun game. This is going to be a fun game to watch because from what the reports I'm reading are saying is that we're going to see both Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels start in this game, along with a lot of other starters and other skill positions. So I think we're going to see this game look like a real regular season NFL game to start off with, and then these guys will probably play a quarter or so, and then they'll be up to the backups to keep this thing going. But let's break this thing down, man. Both these teams took losses in their week 1 preseason game. The Commanders got absolutely clapped. I mean, they played the Patriots and lost that game by 30, 48-18. And then the Bengals lost their first preseason game against the Eagles, lost that one 27-24. But if you watch that Bengals-Eagles game, Joe Burrow did start in that game. So did Jamar Chase. And those first 2 drives were just great to watch. I mean, it was literally just vintage Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase pretty much every single play. They drove down there both times, scored touchdowns with no problem. So I see that happening again in this one. And then I also see the Commanders, with Jaden Daniels doing their damn thing as well, especially against the Bengals defense that we all know is pretty is going to be pretty bad this season. So there's a few plays I like here. So let's just break it down. To start off, I think a first quarter over 7.5. I'm going to have a little bit of money on that. Look, basically you're betting on can both these teams score in the first quarter. And with Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels starting, I believe we see both teams score in this first quarter. Also, like I said, these are 2 defenses that aren't really too desirable, if you ask me, especially when it's going to be a preseason game. So I like that there. When it comes to full game, I do lean Commanders plus the 3. We have seen the Dogs eat this preseason. Especially being at home. I think this game's going to be, competitive through the first half. And then I think it's going to be a bit of a wild card, in the second half. We kind of saw the Bengals slow down the second half in their first preseason game. They'll be rolling with Jake Browning, Desmond Ridder. Maybe we'll even see some Peyton Thorne. Whereas the Commanders, it looks like they'll be rolling with Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman. It's backup quarterbacks, guys. What do I need to say? But like I said, in this type of spot, I'd rather have 3 points with the home team in a preseason game. So first quarter plus 7.5, first quarter over 7.5. I like that. I like the Commanders full game plus 3, but my favorite play is going to be the over. It's going to be the over. I think we see points here. Like I said, the Bengals final score in their first preseason game was 27-34. The Commanders defense allowed the Patriots to score 48 points in their preseason game. Imagine if Jaden Daniels played in that game. The Commanders would have scored maybe two more touchdowns. So that would have been a really high-scoring game as well. Overs have been cashed in this preseason, guys. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's, the NFL execs are like, hey, we need people to watch this shit. Somehow make it where these teams are scoring more points. I know that's not the case, but it kind of seems that way. Why are these preseason games so damn high scoring this season? I don't know, but I'm going to ride this trend, especially with, like I said, Jaden McDaniels and Joe Burrow seeing time in this game. That's going to be my favorite play, guys. Give me the over. I appreciate you watching this, man. Drop a like, drop in the comments who you're taking in this game. I'm curious to see who you guys have. Check out my $25 play of the day. Like I said, that is my best pick every single day. Most importantly, though, subscribe to Pick Dawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. We'll catch you on the next one.